Although Sri Lanka is a small island in the Indian Ocean, it is home to an ancient civilization and golden sandy beaches. If you like mountains and tea plantations, you will be delighted by its natural beauty too. See historical architecture from the days when Portuguese, Dutch and English ruled the island. You'll also see lots of elephants and leopards. Here's a look at the best places to visit in Sri Lanka. Number 10. Ella. Located in a beautiful setting with forest-covered hills, sweeping valleys, and picturesque tea plantations, Ella is a lovely place to spend time. The journey by rail to Ella from Kandy is an iconic one and will take you chugging along in a colorful. Ella is a small town, but you can easily spend an entire weekend there walking around and enjoying the beauty of nature. You should definitely hike to some of the waterfalls and temples nearby and make sure to go up Ella Rock, which offers unparalleled views. Number 9. Hikkaduwa. Hikkaduwa is a small, seaside city located north of Galle. Despite its lack of popularity with tourists, it's full of budget accommodation and tourist shops. It may have lost a little of its beauty since the tourists started arriving here in the 1970s, but if you want to spend a few days near the sea, this might be the spot for you. Number 8. Anuradhapura. Anuradhapura is Sri Lanka's most beautiful place to explore. Most of the ruins of Anuradhapura are still temples or holy places today. In addition to temples, this ancient city also has pools and budget accommodation. You might find yourself staying for 4 or 5 days when you get used to the relaxed pace of life here. Be sure to visit the top places in Anuradhapura to get a glimpse of the history of this place. The city was founded in the 5th century BCE and served as the capital of Sri Lanka for Sinhalese people from the 4th century BCE until the 11th century CE. The city was abandoned and overrun by jungle after being invaded by people from South India, which forced the shifting of the capital. The city was rediscovered by the British in the 19th century and has since become a popular Buddhist pilgrimage center. Number 7. Colombo. Colombo was discovered by traders 2 millennia ago and is now Sri Lanka's largest economic corridor and tourist destination. As the island nation's capital city, Colombo is a cosmopolitan gateway to the wonders of Portuguese, Dutch, and British colonial heritage, as well as splendid tropical landscapes and delectable cuisines. The city is well connected to other places in Sri Lanka by rail and road. Sri Lanka is not only filled with museums that can help connect you with the culture, but also has a large green space and beach area right in the heart of the city, separating an area called Fort from the Indian Ocean. This area is the city's public playground and a fun place to visit, especially on Friday and Saturday nights when it is filled with young people. Number 6. Yala National Park. Yala National Park is the largest and most visited wildlife conservation zone in Sri Lanka, covering 979 square kilometers. Established as Sri Lanka's oldest wildlife sanctuary, Yala is home to an unspoilt wilderness of jungle, grassland and lagoons bordering the Indian Ocean. The park is home to the highest population of leopards on the planet, as well as Sri Lankan elephants, crocodiles and over 400 species of birds. Large chunk of the park is made up of marshes and sandy beaches, perfect for a family picnic or a swim. If you head inland a bit, you'll come across Sithalpawa, an ancient Buddhist monastery with some incredible rock paintings that date back centuries. The best way to explore everything the park has to offer is by taking a jeep safari. Number 5. Unawatuna. Make sure to pay a visit to Unawatuna when in Sri Lanka. It is in the southern part of Sri Lanka, 6 kilometers from Galle. With beautiful beaches, hip cafes, trendy restaurants, and plenty of sightseeing, Unawatuna is an attraction for tourists as well as the locals who are looking for a weekend getaway. If you're looking for a place with a similar atmosphere to Thailand or Cambodia, and you're fond of a lively nightlife, Unawatuna is the place for you. During the day you can relax on the beach or do some shopping or enjoy the delicious food of Sri Lanka. Make sure to visit the turquoise waters of the hidden jungle beach for a beautiful sunset. Number 4. Arugam Bay. Arugam Bay is a hidden gem located on the east coast of Sri Lanka. Its small-town charm has managed to retain its popularity among travelers looking to explore some offbeat destinations, even though it is not really popular among tourists. Known to be a surfer's paradise, having some of the best beaches in the country. The weather in Arugam Bay is mostly pleasant, except during the monsoon season. The best time to visit would be during the months of May to September when the monsoons have descended. Number 3. Kandy. Kandy is a large city in central Sri Lanka with biodiverse rainforests and tea plantations. It is around 4 hours by road from Colombo, and is famed for the Temple of the Tooth Relic, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Kandy is bountiful in nature with national parks like Udawatekal Sanctuary, and mystical cloud-laden peaks like Hinthana mountain range. Truly, the city is an epicenter of cultural, historical, spiritual and nature tourism. Bogambara Lake is the city's heart. The scenic lake has a flurry of historical sites and snazzy waterfront eateries since 1807. Kandy is a paradise for families and adventure lovers, featuring amazing activities to enjoy in Horton Plains National Park, Millennium Elephant Foundation, and the Royal Botanical Garden. Hiking in the Knuckles Mountains brings you to grasslands and jagged peaks, while Riverton Gap's trekking trails offer waterfalls like Hulaganga Waterfall and Bambarakonda Waterfall. Number 2. Adams Peak. One of the most famous pilgrimage sites in the Indian subcontinent, Adams Peak is a 7,359-foot tall mountain in Sri Lanka that is visited by people of almost all major religions. The mountain is widely known for Sri Pada, a foot-shaped indentation at the summit. Also called the Sacred Footprint, Buddhists believe that it is the footprint of Lord Buddha. Hindus believe it is the footprint of Shiva. Muslims believe it is Adam's, and Christians believe it is that of Saint Thomas the Apostle. Number 1. Sigiriya. Sigiriya has been declared a World Heritage Site by UNESCO. It serves as a fine example of ancient urban planning and is a significant site of the Cultural Triangle. It is also recognized all over the world for the remains of the ancient Sigiriya rock fortress and its numerous enchanting and well-preserved attractions. The complex hydraulic system gives the fortress the reputation of being a beautiful example of classical city planning. The fortress complex, built in the 5th century, contains attractions such as the Royal Gardens, one of the oldest landscaped gardens in the world, and the Mirror Wall, which has ancient graffiti. The highlight of the fortress is the colorful frescoes painted on the western face of the rock. It is believed that there were originally 500 such frescoes, but only around 22 of them remain today.